Welcome back to the Bisons franchise, guys. So we're getting into the final stretch of the season as we look to take on the Chargers this week at home and then head to Las Vegas next week against the Raiders. Now, we ended up facing the Chargers a couple weeks ago on their turf, and we ended up taking them 16-7. Now, they get the chance to come down to San Diego and try to do the same in front of our fans. However, don't think we're going to let that happen because we did a really good job against them last time, and I think that can carry over into this game too, especially since they still don't have Justin Herbert. I think Easton Stick is still going to be their quarterback, especially since it is only a couple weeks later, and again, I think that our defense can really take them. Now, before we look at the Chargers, though, just looking at the standings for the league, winning last week actually meant that we did get bumped up a little bit. Now we're in a bit of a logjam at 4-11 with a bunch of teams, which means that our draft position is really going to hinge on these last 2 weeks. Now, it does look like the Giants are 2-13. They're almost locked in at the first pick, and the Bengals are 3-12, and they're going to be competing for that too. So again, even though I really do want to get a really good draft pick, I do really want to beat the Chargers again, but then that might mean that we have to trade a couple of our assets for a higher pick, and that's not necessarily what we want to do. It'd be nice to get one of those picks naturally. However, again, I really do want to win out. We've been having a really good time with this team, and things have only been getting better, so I'm really excited to see if we can actually sweep the Chargers this season. And again, that's going to start with stopping Easton Stick, who has not been getting better over the season. Still at 2,700 yards. Again, I know we took him on a couple weeks ago, so his stats shouldn't have changed that much, but still, seeing 15 touchdowns and 11 interceptions is pretty promising for our defense. Now, in terms of the rushing attack, Eckler did get over 1,000 yards and has 11 touchdowns. Stick, again, does have some scrambles as well, so we need to kind of contain him if he does end up getting out of the pocket, and Joshua Kelly is still there as their backup. Now, I don't know if Keenan Allen's going to end up reaching 1,000 yards this season, but still, 747 with 6 touchdowns is a really good season. Does look like Stick has been spreading it around pretty well, and again, having a subpar quarterback, no offense to Easton Stick, does mean that you're not going to be getting as many yards as someone who is much better, but still, this is a respectable season, especially for a couple of these receivers. And of course, their defense still looks really good. We do have to worry about them getting pressure, especially with Khalil Mack. But in terms of interceptions, not something we're really going to have to worry about, but these forced fumbles are something we're really going to have to worry about. Now, again, we're a team that doesn't have great ball security, so we're going to have to really do our best to limit that. Now, remember, last game, Stick actually did pretty well with the short passes, so that's what we're going to end up defending to start off. I know it says it wants us to contain the QB scramble. However, I think that the passing game is probably the worst part of our defense, so let's end up doing that, and then we'll change it half if we need to. In terms of the offense, it says to run to the inside, and to be honest with you, I think we actually had a better job running to the inside last time, so I think we're going to end up doing that, and again, adjust that at half if we need to. Taking on the Chargers now, and this time we actually get to do it at home too, and of course, things really haven't changed over the past couple weeks. Everything is pretty much the same. We're going to be facing the same exact team, just in a different location. So I'm really excited. Hopefully we can end up sweeping them here, and let's take them. Week 17. Let's go. Looks like we're going to be kicking off, though. You guys know I love it. Let's go. Let's go with that squib kick. And let's start this game up on the right foot. No pun intended because we're kicking, but there we go. Stop them at the 40. Let's go. First possession for the Chargers, and they're going. No one in the backfield. Let's go. Oh, yikes. All right, makes a first completion for 10 yards. The short pass is what we're supposed to be defending, but we just kind of let that one go free. Oh, and they're going for a run on the second play of the game. Oh, and he breaks the tackle. Eckler gets up for 7. So 2nd and 3, they've gotten off to a pretty good start here. We just need to rattle them a little bit. Wow, he stepped up and got that one, and we knock him down for a gain of 7. All right, let's go. 1st and 10. We need to send some pressure. Oh my gosh, I messed that up, but we still don't stop him? And he gets a gain of 9 on that. I dove way too early on the sack, but I thought we had him. Trap, but no, Keenan Allen breaks those. And we are not going out with the same defense that we went out with the other week. Apparently we had more motivation that week. And we broke through the offensive line, but couldn't get to him in time. All right, well, we know they're passing, so we're dropping back into zone and rushing 5 here. Let's get through. Damn. And we stop them for 9 again. We need to really hold them to a field goal here. Oh, nice. And now we stop them for a 3rd and 1. We're going to send 5 pretty much right up the middle here, and it kind of looks like they're going for a run. No play action. And they end up picking it up, unfortunately. Yeah, I guess he got the ball across the line. And that's a stop that we failed to make, unfortunately. Now they have a 1st and goal on the 8. Wow, what a throw by him! And he ends up completing it for 5. And no shot Easton Stick makes that throw. Maybe he heard me talking trash about him. Now he's making amazing throws like Mahomes would in this game. Oh, and they actually create a good hole up the middle, and Eckler gets up there for the touchdown. Not the best showing from our defense to start off the game, but let's hope that our offense can respond. Gonna have our offense go to work here. First drive of the day. Let's run to the right. Can we get the edge? Not quite. And he gets up for a good 4. I'm so used to running to the outside that I forgot that our game plan was actually to run to the inside, so let's do that. Let's just get up to the first. Not quite, but gains another 4. So come on, we just need to pick up a first down. Let's just run it right up the middle here. And let's not quite pick it up. 4th and 1. They are just coming out to play today. 4th and 1, you always got to trust your fullback. Let's just pick this up right here and get the first down, and a little bit more too. 5 yards. He's rushing a little better than Sweat is right now. So let's change it up a little and go for the screen here. It's been a little while since we've thrown a pass. He gets out there and he's got room. Oh, he just got leveled too. And good gain for 22. It's actually nice to see us actually completing passes too. 1st and 10, let's run it up the middle here. Nice little hole, and he gets through for a first. McKinley might actually have to be our starter going forward now. I only say that because we've leaned on Sweat so much that I think he's just run out of stamina for the entire year. So there we go, and I think that's going to be a touchdown. Just run right up the middle. And McKinley just making a name for himself here, becoming our new RB1. And let's go. Our first touchdown. Our offense does respond properly. Look at that. Just a hole right up the middle. They were expecting the outside, and we just gashed them right up the middle there. Now we have an opportunity to go up, and we may as well try to get this the same way that we scored. Let's go right up the middle. I don't know how that guy shed his block or why we didn't run to the left a little bit more, but he ended up getting stopped. Let's have a better defensive stop here on this one. It's not going to start off really well because they do get to the outside, and thankfully we do end up stopping Eckler eventually. And we come to the end of the first quarter. They are up 7-6, and they are now into our territory, but hopefully we can end up stopping them here. Hopefully we can regather ourselves at the end of the quarter. 1st and 10, first play of the quarter. Let's get in. Wow, those short passes again. And thankfully he ends up stopping them, but not until he ends up getting a first down. Chandler Jones going down with an injury too. So we need to figure this out as a defensive unit because, man, they are making us look horrible. Oh, good stop right there and end up breaking up the pass. 2nd and 10, maybe that stopped their momentum a little bit. Let's get a better rush in here. Oh, no! Oh, thankfully, he overthrew him on that one. That one could have been bad, but I think Basham was going to be there to bash him if he ended up catching it. If we can hold them to a field goal, we're in a damn good spot. Oh, and we might even push him back out of Dicker's range, and we end up sacking him for a loss of 6. Let's go. This is a pretty deep kick for Dicker. That's going to be a 46-yarder for him. Doesn't have the best accuracy, but unfortunately he does on this kick. Offense goes back to work here. Let's see if we can establish the middle again. Ooh, finds some pretty good vision by McKinley and ends up finding 6 when I thought he was done at the line. Yeah, but the man is just almost impossible to stop. So let's see if we can do the same thing right here. Oh no, I shouldn't have said anything because now he's down with an injury. Although he is standing up, I think he's just going to the sideline. But yeah, that isn't necessarily a bad thing because Sweat, again, is a great player. And he's going to get this, and he's going to get the first down and a little bit more. And thankfully he held on to it too. 1st and 10 with a fresh set of downs. McKinley is back in. Oh, look at those blocks. Gets to the outside. Finds that guy. Jukes that guy out of his shoes. No shot. And McKinley gets a huge gain on that one. What? Absolute dominance right there by Takaris McKinley. Holy cow. Look at that. Great blocks. Gets to the outside. Guy misses him. Juked. He didn't know what to do. And thankfully for them, number 32 ends up getting up there and makes the tackle. Again, we're running at Khalil Mack. Do we really want to run at Khalil Mack? I think not. So let's go to the left. We're going to the weak side on this one. McKinley gets a good block. Doesn't quite beat that guy, but gets a good 4 yards. Either way, 2nd and 6, and we're knocking at the door. Another good block right there. I thought he was going to try to truck him, but unfortunately he ends up tackling him down on the 4-yard line. We're going to have to hurry up and send him in motion. 1st and 10. We're just going to go power versus power here. Let's go. Good blocks. Can he get up there? Not quite. We get to the 1-yard line. I think I know who I'm going to go to on this one. This man has picked up numerous first downs for us, but has yet to pick up a touchdown. So I think Vea really deserves to get a touchdown right here. Power versus power. And there we go. Let's see him dance here because he deserves this. This might be the only time we do it this season. But Vea, in for his first touchdown. You know what? It would be selfish not to give the 2-point to Vea as well. You know what I mean? So let's switch this up. Let's go for a pass and let's get this 2-point. And unfortunately, we overthrow him. But you know what? That's better than it being picked and them getting 2 points. Now, let's see if we can actually hold them to no scores here. They got 3 minutes to move it downfield, though. Looks like they're going to start off with a run. And thankfully, we stop them for 4. 2nd and 6. Oh. Oop. There we go. Get him down. Thankfully, Aaron Donald is too good to get away from. And he ends up picking up the sack there. It's only like a loss of a couple. But hey, we'll take any sack we can get. That sounds really bad. Well, looks like we're going to be rushing for Donald is in the zone. So let's see. He bull rushes him. Gets to the outside. No! How did you allow him to get that? And he ends up getting the first down. I thought he was going to get through to him. 1st and 10 out of the 2-minute warning here. We need to really pick up a stop. I think best case scenario is a field goal now. Come on. Get him down. Again, now we just need to make the stop. Maybe we can force a turnover too. Oh, he just bull rushed everyone. He took down his blocker, he took down Eckler, and then he ended up taking down Stick. That is phenomenal. Well, let's see if he can do that again because that was pretty damn great. Let's see if he can get in there yet again. Yes, we do, and we sack him again. 2 sacks in a row. I think maybe our defense felt a little called out when I just said they weren't starting the way that they were supposed to, but oh, there we go. Thankfully, he ended up throwing that behind him and dropped, or else that actually potentially could have been a touchdown. Getting a lot of use out of Dicker here as he ends up hitting another field goal, and they go up by 1 now. I'm okay with a 1-point deficit since we get the ball back at half. So let's be safe with this. Let's just run this up the middle. Good blocks. There we go. And I'm just going to let the time run out, to be honest with you. But again, despite the fact that the defense didn't necessarily come to play in the beginning there, we're still in a pretty good spot here. 13-12. I'm actually really proud of how our offense is playing. You know, honestly, the inside run has really been going well, so we're going to stick with that. And again, we've been defending the short pass. That's really what they've been going, so I think we're going to have to continue to do that. Really haven't seen them been scrambling too much, so again, that's going to be the main thing we focus on here. Let's start off the half the right way. And let's run at Khalil Mack, right? That's the right way to start. So let's go. First play of the half. Let's start this off on the right foot. We find a little hole up the middle and ends up getting 6. That's a good start. Yeah, I don't think they're going to see a draw coming. Let's go 2nd and 4. Let's rush up the middle here. And nice. That's a good first down. Yeah, it looked like he just got, whatever. Either way, good first down there. Sorry, that was just a funny animation to me. I don't know why. But here we go. We got everyone kind of bunched in here. Let's try to run it to the left side. Let's see if we can pick up some good yards. That guy was unblocked. I don't know why I ran right at him. Only picks up 3. 2nd and 7. This is our first run to the outside in a little while. So, oh, we set the edge. Look at that. Oh, it's too bad. Oh, he had some good speed, but we broke that tackle initially. But we do get up for a good gain there. McKinley has been a superstar since Ellerson Smith went down. Makes me wonder why I went with Smith instead of McKinley here. Because look at that. We just spin off him, and unfortunately now goes down with a timeout. Every time I talk about him, he ends up going down with an injury. So it looks like we're going to leave this one up to Sweat. And again, looks like the middle is pretty wide open, so let's do that. Oh, breaks off that tackle, and thankfully, gets up to the first down. And let's see if Sweat can pick up another first down for us. Gets a good block, and yes, he does, and a little bit more. Nice, almost up to the 10, and ends up picking up a good chunk. Now we're just throwing him back out there as if he doesn't have a bruised shoulder. That's fine. You know, he's tough. He's tough. He can take it. Seeing how many tackles he's really kind of shed there. So let's go. McKinley back in, run up the middle. Nice little cut to the outside, but only picks up 2. 2nd and 8. We are just knocking at the door yet again. Oh, finds a hole and gets up to get to a 3rd and 3. So realistically, I mean, I don't feel like we're going to get a first down. I think we would end up scoring, but how many times have we gotten it down to the 1-yard line? So let's see if we can at least pick up the first down here. We go with the draw. Oh, we just got in for the score. And there we go, McKinley with his 2nd touchdown of the day. And we are now going to go up, and hopefully if we get this 2-point, we're going to be up by a full touchdown. Yeah, if we get this score, we're going to be up by 7. If we do, it's going to hit like crack. Let's go for the crack toss there. Look at that. Can he get up there? He cannot. He did not have the speed to quite get up to the end zone. Now we're only up by 5. We're going to defend the short pass again right here. And let's rush for 1st and 10. Let's pick up where we left off. I thought I was the other guy who was tackling, but we get him down for 6. Let's go 2nd and 4. They still have yet to reach midfield. Looks like they're going with a run to the outside. Oh, wow, he juked him, and he ends up taking him down. And Lawrence, that's not good. Goes down with an injury. Please do not go to the locker room. He's going to the locker room. That is not good for us. That is not good news for our defense, because he is a big cornerstone of that line. Oh, but we get him down. We're looking a little bit angry there. We end up tackling Eckler for a loss of 2 there. So let's keep it up. We're kind of giving them the same defensive look, so we might have to switch that up soon. But still, let's just get in there. Where we go. Oh my gosh, who was covering him? Who was out in that zone? And he ends up, unfortunately, getting a 1st down on that one. Oh, Johnson actually makes the catch. Let's go, though. 1st and 10 yet again. Oh, they have a big hole up the middle, but we end up stopping them for a gain of 5. We can't let them keep getting these yards here. So we need to stop them right here and hold them to a field goal. Let's go 2nd and 5. We can't get through, and that zone out there is just completely wide open every time. All right, I don't know here. We need to find a way to make it stop, though. Oh, man, they run to the inside again. Oh, man, breaking that tackle and only gains and ends up gaining 8. Pardon me. We should never go into man, but we're going to do that right here. But let's go 2nd and 2. They're going to run one more play before the end of the quarter, and we stop them at the line of scrimmage for 3rd and 2. So at the end of 3, we're in a good position right now. They are almost about to score, unfortunately, but we're going to be getting the ball back, and the way that our offense has been moving the ball, I think we're going to be okay. Let's go. We need to stop him here, though. And unfortunately, he ends up scoring. I am surprised that he ended up holding on to that. I thought that we ended up stopping at the line. I want to see this replay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, no, it looks like he definitely got in. My bad. Okay, well, good catch and way to hold on to it, too, but not what we needed. Let's make this stop here. We can't allow them to get the 3-point lead. Oh, and thankfully, we end up stopping them. Well, we have a whole quarter to score here, and we are only down by 1, so let's run up the middle like we have been and get some pretty good yardage there. Good gain of 6. McKinley's going to go over 200 for sure. Let's go. Let's run to the outside here with the toss. McKinley, oh, unfortunately, gets stopped for a loss of 5. We are not going to be doing that anymore. Let's end up picking up a 1st down on the screen here. Oh, they're reading it that time, and he ends up getting stopped for... Oh, wow. That's really bad, and we can't punt that away. Honestly, best case scenario, we get intercepted. Well, okay, if we don't pick up a 1st down. I think we're going to have to go to Hutchinson on this one. Let's go. Here's a risky throw. And yeah, nope, threw it way too late. He wasn't going to get open anyways, and unfortunately we turned it over onto the 22. Positive thing here is the fact that at least if they end up scoring here, but the good thing again is if they score, they'll end up getting the extra point. Oh, I thought he potentially could intercept that, but it gets batted away for a 3rd and 9. And if they end up getting the score, at least we'll be down by 8, and we always go for 2, so at least we'll have a good shot at that. Oh, they're just going to run it. Now it's 4th and 3. Interesting play call. And there we go. And now we're only down by 4. So a score will put us in the lead. Let's start off on the right foot here. Let's run to the left. Good seal. And he actually gets up for a gain of 5. That's pretty good. I thought he was going to get stopped at the line. I trust our receivers to actually make the blocks. So let's go 2nd and 5. Let's get up. Oh, I thought he had a hole there, and he ended up grabbing him for a loss of 1. Again, we have 2 downs to be able to get the 1st because we have to go for it on 4th because we can't punt it. So let's go for the draw here. Oh, finds the hole. We don't need to even go for it on the 4th. He ends up picking up the 1st down. But Lindstrom going down with an injury now too. But at least we have a 1st down. So let's run it up the middle yet again. Let's see. Oh, wow. He actually got a pretty good lane there and ended up picking up 9. Let's go. We don't necessarily need a big play here. We just need 1 yard. That's all we need. We want to keep possession of the ball. So let's go. Oh, wow. We actually did get a big play. Holy cow. McKinley is a little gassed, but dude, still picks up a good chunk of yards there. But honestly, I would rather win the games. Screw it. We can trade up. We can find hidden gems on the in the draft as well. Just because someone's a first-round quarterback doesn't mean that they're going to be a first-round quarterback in the NFL. So let's go. 1st and 10. Let's keep running up the middle. We seem to be doing well with that. Until that play where we get stopped at the line of scrimmage. We have 2 minutes, 3 timeouts, and 34 yards to go. So let's go with the screen pass over here to McKinley. Let's see if we can pick up a good chunk here. Oh, he's definitely reading that. And unfortunately gets taken down, but what's the flag? Holding on the offense. That's not good. Well, after the penalty, we have it 2nd and 20 now. I don't know how we're going to pick this up, but we're going to start. Oh my gosh. Gets caught up on his lineman and gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Let's go. We need to go for a screen. We have 2 downs to do it. Oh, they didn't read it that time. Let's go. Good block. Good block again. And he gets out of bounds. We have a 4th and 5. We have a chance now. We have a chance. I don't like relying on a screen to get a first down here, but especially on a 4th and 5, but we're going to do it anyways. Let's see. Do they read it? Nice. Get up there. Nice. And, no, we're gonna let the clock run a little bit. We're fine. We're fine. Let's go. We're gonna start using our timeouts after this play. Let's go. I don't know how we ended up getting that 1st and 10, but we did. Let's go. We got it. Finds the hole. Gets up there. Now we gotta take a timeout. 2nd and 2, and we're knocking on the door yet again. 2nd and 2, there's no one on the left side here. So let's try to run to there. And we do. Look at that. Tries to truck him. Gets up there, 1st and goal. We'll rush to the line, but we're going to take our time here. We got to be smart with the clock. And let's do it. 1st and goal. Let's run right up the middle. Finds the hole and gets the touchdown. Let's go. We left them 23 seconds. But if we do end up getting the 2-point conversion right here, we make it so they need to get a touchdown. Oh, that middle looks wide open, baby. That middle looks wide open. Let's do it. We need to hold on to our blocks here, though. 2-point conversion. This is going to determine if we potentially win or not. We need to keep them out of field goal range if we don't. But gets out there and gets the 2-point. And now they need to score a touchdown to be able to win. And I think our defense can hold them. Again, we just need to keep them out of the end zone. Let's see what we can do to be able to kind of stop them here. 20 seconds. Come on, get through them. There we go. Keep them in bounds. Let's go. We stop them. They wasted 7 seconds on that scramble. I forget that they still have the 2 more timeouts now. But come on. Let's make him scramble out of there again. Yeah, come on. Stop him before he gets out of bounds and to the 1st down marker. 6 seconds left. Yeah, they have to go deep. So let's drop back here. Because I do not want to give up a Hail Mary. Let's go. He stays in bounds. No way with 1 second left. That is so bad. It all comes down to this. All comes down to this. Let's go, guys. Get a little bit of pressure. No, that's out. That's out. Let's go. And that is the game. Thankfully, Easton Stick is not a good quarterback. Sorry if you're an Easton Stick fan or Easton Stick himself. But thankfully, we come out of there with a win. We were facing a 3rd and 20. And somehow we ended up picking up 15 with the 1 screen pass. We ended up getting that 1st down and somehow ended up scoring and getting the 2-point so that they weren't able to kick that field goal right there. Good game. And we sweep the Chargers in this season. Let's go. The main goal that I had for the season, not the 4 wins or anything like that, it was to sweep the Chargers. I thought that maybe if we swept them, those would be the only 2 wins we got this season. But that becomes our 5th win of the season and the 2nd one against the Chargers. Screw you for leaving San Diego. Anyway, though, looking at the player stats, dude, we still made Stick look pretty good, though. I mean, 15 to 21, only 168, but 1 touchdown. Lane with the 5 for 6, 83 yards. 45 yards, 83% completion percentage. No touchdowns, but he didn't need to do much. In terms of the rushing attack, McKinley absolutely dominated. 29 carries, 236, 3 touchdowns. Should be player of the week this week. Eckler, we held him to 11 for 59. I don't know why they didn't lean on him more. He was gashing us in the beginning, so they should have leaned on him a bit more and not on Stick, but see what happens when you do. Then, of course, Montez Sweat got in there for 5 carries for 34. Still ended up getting a pretty respectable average there. Vea got his first touchdown of the season, 2 for 6. And then Stick had those 2 scrambles at the end for 9. Now, in terms of receiving, Obviously for us, it was only McKinley and Sweat, but obviously they made a big difference there. But yeah, Keenan Allen definitely made a pretty big difference there. Almost made it a pretty big game at the end there. But, man, pretty respectable. Quentin Johnston, I don't know how he held on to that one touchdown, but certainly did. Man, in terms of our defense, too, look at everyone kind of getting in there. Had a good, 6 TFLs? We had 4 sacks? I absolutely love it, man. That is just great production from our defense after they gave up 2 pretty quick scores, too. I thought we were in for a really long game at the beginning of the game there because that first drive was really, really bad. But look at us coming back. But good news and bad news. Good news is we swept the Chargers. Bad news is now we are in an even deeper logjam at 5-11 to be able to get a pretty good pick in the draft. So we're going to have to be a little creative when it comes to the draft. Maybe we're going to have to just wait for a different quarterback and just select based on who's the best available in the positions that we really need. So again, really happy that we beat the Chargers. That was, again, one of the biggest goals this season was to end up sweeping them, and we definitely did. And this one, we got to do it in the final minutes in front of our home crowd, so I'm extremely happy about that. All right, so as we look ahead to Week 18, the final week of the season, we're facing the Raiders, who we ended up facing in the first week. They are 8-8, so we are standing between them and an over 500 season. Oh, in fact, if they don't end up beating us, the Chiefs would be the only team in our division to actually end with a positive record. So that's another thing that's on the line. So looks like we're going to be facing the Raiders in Las Vegas. That's going to be really awesome at Allegiant Stadium. Looks like it's going to be a Sunday game during the day. I appreciate that. And looks like it's going to be a good one. Obviously, Devontae Adams not having the season that you'd expect a 95 overall to have, but someone that I'm sure our secondary is going to have to worry about. But super excited for this game and ready to end this on a strong note. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like. If you're new, subscribe. And we'll see you guys next week against the Raiders.